Yeah, Alicia, this new impending recommendation is based in part off of a study of more than 200 districts in Massachusetts, which found that there's not a real difference between 3 and 6 feet when it comes to social distancing. But here in Michigan, COVID cases are trending in the wrong direction again, and schools are seeing more outbreaks. We're here in front of Livonia Stevenson, as you mentioned. More than 200 people are in quarantine here, and just this week, the district confirmed 11 new student COVID cases.
We're seeing increases, particularly in high school setting, now to 105 outbreaks in the high school setting.
It's not the kind of news you want to hear before the CDC changes guidelines from 6 to 3 feet for school social distancing. Take a look at these new outbreaks in Michigan schools. Students and teachers sick at Marysville High School in St. Clair County with 12 new cases. And there's a total of 19 new cases at Lutheran High School in Oakland County.
We're getting very close to the end. There's certainly light at the end of the tunnel. But the fact of the matter is there's still that risk out there.
Livonia Stevenson High recently stopped in-person learning due to a new outbreak. So did Oxford High School, where nearly 200 students are in quarantine and more than 20 have already tested positive for COVID. School officials there telling Action News the outbreak is linked to social gatherings outside of school. Earlier this year, the state reversed a ban on winter contact sports in schools.
That we are certainly identifying outbreaks that are associated with sports. I mean, some of this is we are certainly paying a great deal of attention to sports and have a sports testing program and that kind of thing in there.
At the same time that Michigan's case numbers are trending in the wrong direction, a quarter of all Michiganders 16 and up have received at least one dose of the vaccine. But variant cases of the virus are also growing here, particularly the UK variant, now in 31 counties.
The vaccines that we have should be mostly effective against these still. So if you look at the antibody response that we get to these variants, it's not quite as good as it is to just the regular COVID that we've had thus far, but it should still be very protective in terms of keeping people out of the hospital and keeping people from progressing to severe disease.
Now, by and large, health officials have said younger students are less likely to transmit the virus and get infected. But a lot of the outbreaks we're seeing here in Michigan as of late, they have been in high schools. And of course, this impending change by the CDC, it has not been formally announced yet, would not change the guidelines for mask recommendations. Right now, they say students older than 5 should have on masks at all times during school unless they're eating. Reporting live this morning in Livonia, Jen Shantz, 7 Action News.
Yeah,